everyone, and welcome to Small Talk, an RNAO segment where we talk about health issues. And again, I'm thrilled to have as our guest this week, RNAO President Morgan Hoffarth. She has set aside a couple of minutes to talk to us about important issues regarding not only RNAO, but the nurse community in Ontario. Morgan, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Raul? Thanks for having me back.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I think this is you are the first guest that repeat the time with us. So I'm thrilled, of course, to have you here. And well, I hope that we could talk about cheerful things. We are at the end of the year. We are right celebrating the holidays. And unfortunately, there's a couple of issues that RNAO has been constantly reminding to the public and trying to tackle, especially the now infamous Bill 124. Can we start with that, Morgan, about the letter sent last week and the countdown there's been happening in the last month?
Yeah, so Bill 124 is something that RNAO has been calling for a long time to be repealed. Bill 124 is the bill that caps public sector employees' compensation at a 1% increase every year, which we know is well below the cost of living increase and inflation, and really undermines the value that we've placed on nurses over the past several years. The past couple years during the pandemic, but definitely long before that. I think nurses were starting to feel that pressure of being undervalued, and now to be lauded as heroes and told how wonderful we are, how essential we are, and then not to be able to be have the same kind of compensation increases as some other public sector employees. So there's 4 groups that are exempt from Bill 124. So police officers, firefighters, MPPs, and doctors are the 4 that aren't included. So for the rest of the public sector employees who have been working hard, not just during the pandemic, but long before that, it really is a sign of disrespect for the value that we offer to the public, particularly during a pandemic.
Our CEO, Doris Greenspoon, mentioned that every time they get in contact with the government, they speak about many issues except Bill 124. How's been the general feeling about not having moved an inch in this issue in the last few months?
Yeah, it really feels disrespectful, and I think it's not. You're right. It's not about the money. The money is a part of it. It's about being one of the groups that's not excluded. So the groups that are included, I think, really feel undervalued by our government, because we really have been working hard to make sure that public services continue, and it really feels disrespectful to not be able to bargain for those wage increases or be able to access wage increases beyond the 1%.
We have been receiving many testimonies from nurses in the last few weeks, and they're speaking up every day. More and more of them are opening up about the fact that they get into this career with such passion, and they're being putting their best or their utmost in the workplace every day, but they're taking this decision to just leaving their careers because they just can't do it anymore, which is something there, at least for me, it blows my mind, right? How much the envelope has been pushed, for you to go and decide to leave your entire career and just not doing it anymore. I don't know if everybody in the public understand this, but can you mention about the struggles the nurses are having right now in their workplaces?
Yeah, it's really, really challenging to see the number of people that are leaving. I completely understand and actually have a lot of respect for those who have had the courage to take action and to say enough is enough and I'm not doing this anymore. So the reason why nurses are leaving the profession is it's not just one specific thing. It's not just Bill 124. It's not just COVID. It's the combination of the working conditions that nurses experience. So nurses have been asked to do more and more and more without any increased resources, without increased compensation, and are left feeling like they're not able to provide for their patients, their clients, their residents. They're not able to complete those necessary nursing tasks, those assessments, the nursing interventions, to provide the care to the people that they are responsible for caring for. And that feeling of never being enough can really weigh on you and can really make you feel it's not just burnout, it's the moral distress that nurses are feeling from not being able to do their job in the way that they know they should be doing it. And it's not because they're not good at their job. It's not because they're not good at time management. It's because in some situations, it's too much. We are at a pivotal point in our healthcare system where we don't have nurses to recruit. There's not people that are just waiting to get into healthcare jobs. Sure, there's people who are part-time who would like to have permanent full-time jobs. Absolutely. Most of those people are working full-time hours and have been working full-time hours and working short, and they're tired. So they're less willing to pick up that extra time. They're less willing to work overtime, even though they are compensated at an increased rate for overtime. But they're not as willing to pick up that time because they're tired and they need a break. And when you're working at a sprint all day, every day, sometimes you just need a break, and you say, you have to say, no, I won't pick up that extra shift, even though you know that's leaving your coworkers short. And that in itself also leads to some of the moral distress and burnout, because we really care about our colleagues as well. We care about our patients, our clients, our communities, our residents. We don't want to leave people working short. But at some point, you just don't have any more to give. And it really is exhausting. I know the nurses who work who I work with are feeling that same way. Even though we work in a really supported workplace, it still is a lot. And sometimes you just need a break, and you can't pour from an empty cup. And nurses need to take care of themselves. And sometimes that means taking some time off and some time away, even though it makes us feel really terrible that we're potentially leaving our unit and our coworkers and our residents short.
Absolutely. So to summarize, Bill 124 now is we've been looking to repeal it, and RNAO, as I said, published an open letter a couple of weeks ago, and also we've been working in this countdown just to let the government know that there's some urgency that needs to be addressed right away. How's the campaign doing? Have you received response from the public, from other people?
I think from the public, we have seen a lot of support. The public is behind the nurses on this and behind the other public sector employees as well, and saying, you're right. Yes, we understand fiscal responsibility is important, but there's also a cost to losing healthcare professionals, to losing people who have experience. So we are seeing a lot of public support for this. We haven't seen much traction from the government yet, but we do have the support of the public behind us. And I know one of the things that was promised at the rally at Nathan Phillips Square was that this will become an election issue, not just for nurses, but for the public. And it is a significant issue. It really does have an impact on all Ontarians, and it's something that people really should pay attention to and care about, because it does have a direct impact on them.
Perfect, Morgan. We're going to talk a little bit about a completely different topic about the RNAO uniforms after this message. We are back in a small talk with Morgan Hoffarth. So Morgan, tell us a little bit about RNAO Uniform. I know that you are wearing your uniform with pride. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, the RNAO uniforms are really great. So I was so excited when mine arrived in the mail. It comes with the RNAO logo. You can get your name, your credentials on it, which I thought was really nice. So it's really great that people know who you are and what your role is. They're super comfortable. So I got the, mine are the mob, they have some stretch to them. So they're really great. I've worn them through an entire shift. I got a ton of compliments on them. It's a fairly figure flattering for a scrub, which is nice. So you can have a nice professional fitted look at work. I wore mine all day. They didn't get wrinkled. They're great right out of the wash. So for those who care about their appearance when they're at work, they don't get wrinkled in the wash. So you can kind of wash, dry, hang them up, and then you're good to go. And I did get a lot of compliments the days that I wear mine at work. They have a lot of handy pockets, all of the features that you would want in a scrub top, as well as the scrub pants.
This could make a good Christmas gift, right? A holiday gift too.
Yeah, with the holidays upon us, it's a great gift for yourself or for one of your loved ones who's a nurse. Yeah, I would love to see a new set of scrubs underneath my Christmas tree. So I think it would be a really great gift. They come in a lot of great colors. I'm a pretty plain matching kind of person. So I got navy, but there was all kinds of different variety and also different styles. So good for men, good for women, good for whatever kind of scrub look you're looking for. Would be a great gift under your Christmas tree or to celebrate whatever holiday you celebrate. Birthdays, anniversaries, Valentine's Day is coming up. So many holiday options where scrubs would make a great gift.
You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Morgan Hoffarth, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here in a small talk. And have a happy holidays.
Thank you very much. You too.
All right. So this has been a small talk. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Don't forget to like, to comment, to share. Let everyone know the RNAO has having a space for everyone to talk about health issues. This is Raul Pinto. See you next week.